Hello. 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 All right. So situated here. What's up, guys and or gals? Since I have no idea who's popping on here, figured I'd go in for a little bit before Tony goes on later tonight. Do some shock maintenance on my RC10 shocks and see what you guys are up to. What's going on, Sean? Or see you next Tuesday. What's going on, guys? Oh, let's see if I can get this stupid thing open. I want to be stubborn. What's up, Javier? Driving and listening, huh? I know the feeling. I did that the other day. Oh, let's see how bad these things are. Oh. Oh, nasty. Oh, man. So what's everyone up to on this Tuesday? What's up, JP Slayer? I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. Once I figure out how to invite people and then get all that info, I'll start inviting some of you guys on when I go live. I'll try to figure a uniform time to do it. But until then, figure just pop on once in a while and see what's going on. Oh, man. I knew these shocks weren't going to be in the best shape, but I didn't think they'd be this bad. Yuck. I guess we'll find out from Tony a little bit later what's new and popping up in the RC world, even though I do know J Concepts let go of another body, this time the Cadillac CTSV. It looks okay. Don't get me wrong, I love drag racing, but we do need bodies for other types of RCs besides drag racing. Just saying. I don't know what you guys think of that stuff, but that's just my personal opinion on that. Holy smokes. I have not had a set of shocks this bad in a long time. That's just nasty. It looks like I might be getting out of the drifting aspect of all this for a while. I haven't been able to go anywhere. Closest track now is over an hour away from me. I haven't been feeling the best to go too many places. So if I do stop, sell all my stuff, debating on if I get another semi-kit or trailer kit. I sold off my AX10 Scorpion crawler. Javier, I'm working on the shocks for my vintage RC10 buggy. Trying to get them rebuilt and just freshen them up. Trying to make the thing a nice little runner for when I do feel like running it. Not going to run it too much since it is a vintage piece and I don't want to destroy it. But yeah, Sean, I know about that stuff from New York. You also see it in California as well. Yeah, believe it or not, JP, I've cleaned this off multiple times. It just ends up getting filled right back up. I'm working on changing all that, though. Oh, man. Where's my small channel locks? Had them in about 5 different places lately. And they're over on the other side. Be right back. That's real sad. I've got 3 desks here, and the one I mainly work on is a mess. So yeah, like I was saying, I sold my AX10 Scorpion. Sold it as a roller. Sold a bunch of parts for Scorpions that I had. Still have a bunch left. My son wants my crawler. For bashing and crawling, I can't chase after stuff when running the basher where it flips and wrecks. So that's a bit of a pain. And for crawlers, I can't really traverse the terrain that we go running on for the most part around here. They just had a competition in Prescott. Looked like a blast. Camped out all weekend. Weather was great up there. About 30 degrees cooler than down here. But some of the terrain, there was no way I could get around it. I've had enough issues lately. I've been falling on my own here at the house. If I go out somewhere like that, my luck, I'd fall down a cliff. So, just trying to thin out the herd a little bit. I've still got my SCX24. Got my race stuff. I've still got the drifters right now. I run around a little bit in here when my floor is open, but don't do a whole lot. I want to try to set up an area where I can make my own little dock to back my trucks into and set up my tower crane and go from there. Load up that way. My own little version of loading kings. Almost said wars. Since I'm still used to that. But yeah, right now it's too hot to do too much outside down here. except early mornings and in the evenings. In early mornings, I've usually just gone to bed not too long before. So things get a little crazy. Yeah, it's rough, but it's the hand I've been dealt. I'm not, shall we say, concerned about it. It just gets frustrating. Yeah, my spine is quite messed up. I just had another doctor literally ask me how I move. Well, I should say move as good as I do. There's days where I can't move. And no, I'm not saying this to complain. I'm just putting things from my life into perspective for people, where I know there's a lot of people that have it a lot worse off than me. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whatever it is. And the stuff you do, Javier, with the veterans, and I applaud you up one way, down the other, and around the world for everything you do. We had a guy here that started up a deal, and as far as I know, he shut it down because he got overwhelmed. I don't know if he was a veteran himself, but yeah, he had a great idea, great plans, but he just didn't follow through with them that I know of. I haven't seen anything posted from him for a while. I haven't seen him in a while. So it's crazy. Thank you, Javier, for everything you do, man, and for your service before doing all this. Like I've told you before, if I was able to, I would have been in with you. But wasn't meant to be. Sorry about that. Getting notifications on new videos for NHRA-based stuff. Yeah, I'm still a drag racer at heart. No, I don't have a real car to do it with anymore. Even though some of the RCs are just about as expensive. Holy crap. There's guys on some of the truck forums and pages on Facebook and all. They've got rigs up for sale. $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. Don't get me wrong. I can understand the prices. I know what they take. But just when you see it, it's like, holy crap. Oh, man. So what's everyone else been up to today? Gonna start doing this. Had to do some running around earlier today. Unfortunately, had to go to my doctor and get a COVID test. I'm not showing any symptoms. I am at higher risk with medical issues, and my wife works in a nursing home. So she gets tested regular. She's been tested 3 different times, all negative. But my doctor felt it was time for me to get one done just to cover all bases. What's up, Barbecue? How you doing, man? Now, is this time decent for some of you guys? Or I know a lot of you guys are on the East Coast. Just now 5 o'clock here. So, wow, 3 spacers on that one. There. All right, switch over to a cleaner section. Yes, it is barbecue. It'd be a little different if I still indulged as I used to. Don't do that anymore. Not a good thing for me. Oh, man. I know these shocks are like 30-something years old, but this fluid makes me think it's been in there longer. Cool. Hey, Kurtz, what's up? Just little shock maintenance here on my side. What about you? I'm figuring since this won't be a real heavy beater or anything like that, I'm just going to use 45 weight in them. Oh, man. Let's see if I can get this piece out of here. Maybe not. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that kind of part. That's not good. So I know Sean is in New York. Javier's in Florida. Where are you other guys from? You guys have probably said before, just my brain doesn't always remember it. All right, come on. Clean up there. Okay. You guys are Central Florida, right? Ah, England. What time is it over there for you? And then some, Kurtz. 1 a.m. Holy smokes. If I awoke you, I apologize. Yeah. First limits. Wow. Yeah, 1 o'clock here. I was still awake. All right, it's back in there. One more to pull apart. Man. Ouch. Kurtz, Central California. What area? Ooh, how old are the kids? Man. I know I'm repeating myself a bit, but wow, these shocks are nasty. Something I never get over. When I was at the RC shop helping out, we'd have stuff come in, and it would just amaze me how destroyed it would be. And I'm like, wow, how hard is it to do? Whether it's you doing it or taking it to the shops to get routine maintenance done. 6 kids from 3 to 21. Wow. I've got one son who is, oh, what is he now? He's 28 now. And my wife has 4 boys. Hollister. Okay, I wasn't too far from there last year when we picked up stuff for the Comic-Cons. We went through that area. But yeah, had a 4x4 slash come into the shop that the guy couldn't realize or figure out. I should say the kid couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go anywhere. I got working on it. Well, first the motor, it wouldn't go too well. So I pulled it out of the chassis to bench test it. And it's only got 3 in there, or 2. Oh, one stayed in. Okay. I pulled the thing out. The bearings in the motor were seized. Only reason it was spinning is the shaft had worn down just enough to give it some play, and that would let the motor move a little bit. And I got into it, and I start looking. I called the guy back up and asked him if his kid ran the thing in water. He's like, yeah, he goes through puddles and all here and there. Said, does he ever clean it off or blow it out when he's done? What do you mean? Clean it off or blow it out? I was beside myself. I had to replace every bearing in that truck except for one. The only one that was good still, which I replaced it anyways. I did a full replacement, but I could have saved this one, was the bearing at the back of the spur gear going to the rear diff. Every single bearing was seized or rusted, falling apart. And all it would have taken was a few minutes with an air gun, some WD-40, stuff like that, to just clean it off, blow it out, lubricate it, and get all the water out of the bearings. I think it cost the guy, I think it was almost $200 when we got done with it, with my labor and parts and everything. And that was giving him a break. The sad thing is, a week later, he brought another vehicle in, same thing, all rusted up and everything. I didn't give him a break on that one. That, no. That one cost him $250. He could have bought a complete new vehicle for what I charged him to repair it. All right. And we got that nasty old fluid out of there. Clean that off a little more. Wowzer. All right. Throw these back in. Here's a question for you guys. What's the most expensive repair you've had to do on one of your rigs? Javier, I know you've got a couple speed run vehicles, or at least the one. What's your worst destruction from that? All right. There it is. That's going to get a pain in the rump, ain't it? Go. So, whoops. Go. All right. Those make it a little easier to get a hold of them. Go. All right. There's that. All right. Do a preliminary top off on these. Put the cap back in there, didn't I? Yep. Hate when I do this. I always forget to take them out. RC you next Tuesday. Billy snapped his X-Max in half, damaged bulkhead, etc. Probably 150 pounds in all. That's not too bad compared to what it could have been with some of those. Personally, never messed with anything like an X-Max. I've had a Summit. Sean, this shock stand is very handy, but I've actually thought of making my own, because these holes up here are great for larger bore shocks, but for stuff like this, I need this lower tier, and that gets in the way. If I pull it off, it starts flopping around. So, yeah, this has been a great tool, especially for all the shocks I have done in the past. I've filled this bottle 3 different times with old shock fluids. There was a point I was getting vehicles, I would buy them cheap, clean them up, flip them. And part of my deal is I would do a full shock service on the vehicle. Well, I've had stuff from cooking oil, transmission fluid, power steering fluid, brake fluid, So, 150 sterling, which is almost $300. Ouch. Yeah. Let's see, it's old, repaired, done and dusted. Spent the last week repairing and tweaking the cars to get them all ready for Paddlesworth. What's going on at Paddlesworth? Race, crawling competition. What you got? The only racing venues I know of out towards England and all like that is Santapod. Like I said, I'm a drag racer. Oh, big air competition. Oh, yeah, that's something I've never gotten into. We've actually done some of those here for our local meets. At our RC Fest that one of the local groups and shops hosts, they've done a big air competition, and I think, or I should say a long jump competition. Good evening, Gabe. How are you doing, sir? I think the best distance so far is, if I remember what I read on one of the pages right, it was like 165 feet. And for the area that he had for a run up, that's really good because it was a short run up. I believe he was running something with either 6 or 8S. It wasn't an X-Max or anything like that. It's something he built just for the competition. But I believe there's some footage of it, of the competitions on YouTube under AZ RC Fest. So, all right, that's a lot better. Yeah. Man. Oh, man. Oh. So. Okay, there's the other two. No. A little more than that one. So, yeah. Just figured I'd do something for a little bit. Yeah. Hey, Gabe, there's someone here in town selling an older, what they say is a Kyosho. It's a buggy with aluminum chassis side pieces. It's not a up and down. Well, it's a parallel, not flat. It's stand up side rails for the chassis. Nice. Nice. I know you've been wanting to do that for a little bit now. So does that possibly sound like a older Kyosho buggy? It's got a Kyosho motor in it, but I know that doesn't always mean anything. So did you get the black and red one, Gabe, or did you get the orange and white? Okay. I could pull a picture up on my phone, but it wouldn't show too well on here. He's got it listed for $100. Supposedly all it needs is one of the ballast resistors to run, which if that's the case, I've got multiple packages of brand new ones of those. They're Traxxas ones, but they're the same thing. Yeah, it has the stock manual servo controlled throttle. Color will be a surprise. More than welcome to guess it. Well, there's only two that come on them stock. And I do know what you were saying on your live stream the other day. That's why I was wondering. Or did you just go with what they had? All right. Getting closer to getting these done. Not going for perfection for them since it's not going to be run a whole lot. I got to find some other tires and wheels to put on it so I can run it. Nope, you picked the color. And I'm going to guess the black and red since you were talking about that. Which I don't blame you. I like the orange and white also, but that black and red just looks sharp on that thing. Oh, man. Oh, gotta wait for a second there on that. Where's my brush? There it is. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Whew. Man. Well. Yeah, I figured parts would be difficult for it. At this point, if I got something like that, it's just a chassis with the electronics in it. Nothing's supposed to be broken on it. There's no body. So I just got a Proline body, and it would be more of just what Sean wants to hear is a shelf queen, mainly because of the difficulty of parts or accessibility for it. If it's one where parts were easy to get a hold of, I got no problem running it at all. Got a nice little area I can run it out here, and it'd be a fun little buggy. Yeah. Yeah, you do, but you can't guess both, Sean. It's one or the other. No hedging your bets. Oh, come on, get in there. Yeah, I've seen that a lot, Basher Boy. The parts are real hard to get. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it'd just be something to have, just to say I've got it. Kind of like what this RC10 is. I got it because the parts were, or the price was right. Parts for these are a little more accessible, I know, than the Kyosho stuff. But not a whole lot. Come on, get off there. There we go. Okay. About there. Yep, right there. Okay. Yeah. And I knew you were going to say that, Masher Boy. Sneaky, sneaky. You tease us and then leave us hanging. Come on. So, let me see something here real quick. Okay. Sorry, I know my phone's going to go off here in a minute. Wife will be getting off work shortly, and she calls me every night. Let's see. Let me get this back on here. So, yeah. Here's the chassis. It's in decent shape. All original stuff, except for the ESC I'm putting in it for now just to run it. Putting a 1060 knockoff in it just to run around. This is a vintage speed run 12 turn. Do something. Okay. Send the wife a text. Tell her I'm on here, so don't try calling. Oh, man. But yeah, I picked this up for a good price from someone my son works with. So he actually just got a TRX4 Defender, and he's working on that. He was supposed to buy a winch from me, but he never got hold of me again, and I just sold the winch and some wheels yesterday or 2 days ago. So yeah, I'm clearing out a bunch of stuff that I'm not running right now, just so I can make room. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that. Now the fun part, getting this back in here. Actually had to tap these out with a hammer the other day. They were that tight of a fit. I think if I go to the other hole, it won't be that bad. Come on, get in there. I just had you in there, now one won't go. Ugh. Okay. So Gabe's not going to give us any spoilers, I see. Right now, I'm just going to start fighting with this stupid thing. There we go. See if it dropped in place here. Drop in finally. Yes, it did. Hot dog. Oh, man. It didn't come with a washer on it, but I've got one I can put on there. Okay. Yeah, it will be. Still debating on changing it to a DSMR receiver. Just keep it as is. Well, if you got the 2-speed trans, I would keep it as it is, at least for a while. But that's just me. All right, come. That's a demo. Yeah, typical. There we go. Now, are you gonna at least change the wheels and all on it when you get it, or are you gonna keep those stock for a while? And are you gonna stay 1.9s? You gotta go 2.2s. Yeah, I'm being nosy. I got some 2.2s that would look real sharp on the thing. Or the gear heads wheels that are the 5-slot mag look. All right. So, wife is on her way home. She sent me a message on Messenger. Cheating. Come on. I know when she gets here, we're gonna have to figure out something for dinner. No idea what's going on with that yet. Let's see. Yeah, not quite. I got it. And these lowers are real tight in here. Talking about Sunkist, Fanta, or what? I'm just giving brands right now. Sorry if I'm missing a few things, trying to concentrate on this here. Yeah, there's strawberry soda 2 gay, but there's also black cherry. Or just cherry cola. All sorts of things. Fanta would be an adequate brand. Yeah, you got the Fanta orange, you got the Fanta strawberry. They used to have a black cherry. I don't know if they still do. Let's see. All right. Oh, man. You're having too much fun with that game. But, yeah. Yeah, it's like moving back to square one. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, instigator you. In a good way, nothing bad. Oh, man. Can't have some fun like that with friends, whether it's online, in person, or anything like that. What's the use, right? That's a good question, Sean. When do you get it, Gabe? And nice. Don't have to wait for shipping. Oh, come on. You're a pain in the rumpus. Wowzer. Yeah, there it is. Gotta admit, I do like the way some of the older vehicles were put together. Just the common sense of a lot of it. They didn't do things too ridiculous, kept stuff simple. My first RC was it's my F-150 Ranger, which was the same as some of the other deals with the composite chassis with the clear pod, if you will, to put electronics and batteries in. But they were still so much easier to work on. You go keep it stock and add the light kit. That's cool. I know the light kits on those are real easy to put in. I did do one of those for a friend of mine. He was going to do it himself, but he'd gotten into a wreck not long before and kind of couldn't use his hand to do it. He was more than capable of doing it, just wasn't physically able at the moment. So I hooked it up for him. It was quick and easy. The thing that was the biggest pain was putting the light buckets in. Gabe, I forget, is your Honcho 10-2 or an original? Come on. First gen, yeah. That's what I've got too. My son has wanted that thing since I got it. I don't know if any of you saw the post I put on Steve-O's channel showing the thing. Posted a little video of how it was when I got it. And then the pictures of how it is now. Hard to believe that was 5 years ago. When I saw that part of it, I was like, holy smokes. And I got that couple 3 years after I got back into the hobby. So I've been back in this about 7-8 years. It's been fun. There's been some garbage times too with some people that didn't make the hobby too fun, but you get that everywhere. Real racing, this, anything. Get people who want to suck the fun out of everything. When you come across those type, I try to walk away. Just sucks when they try following you. Kidding me. go. So, there. That'll work. That will work very well. So, selling all your what, barbecue? All your RCs? All your crawlers? What? If you're selling them, are you going to get different ones? Are you getting out? If you're getting out, that sucks. Why, barbecue? If it's something that you have to do unwillingly, I can understand that. Golf clubs? Dude, you better be pulling my chain. I live in Sun City, Arizona. I have 4 golf courses right around me, and I hate it. They are allowed to drive golf carts on the roads here, and they can't drive, let alone in their real cars. So, if you burn out, do what I do. Park stuff, leave it alone for a little while, and then come back. This is something I enjoy, and it helps me out since I used to race real cars and I can't anymore. So I've got to be able to do something. So, but that's just me. All right. Well, there's the beast back together. And let's see, what time does Tony go on there, Sean? I can't remember right now. Got a volcano already? No, a guy had a volcano on a motorcycle back in Florida. So, let's see. What do we got here? There it is. Where is it? Yes. Okay. So, now you pop back up, JD, huh? Yeah, I got this one, JD, for $50 with a box full of parts and all. The original manual, other various stuff, including some batteries, a charger. But had someone really want the stock Rooster ESC, so sold that. But yeah, I'm going to get a new body for this from, was it Proline that still has the new ones available? Do it up a little better, decals and all. I'll leave this one just sitting so I don't destroy it. It's got some cracks in it, but it's so thin. I don't want to destroy this one. But yeah. Let's see. Well, guys, I've been on here for about an hour. Like I said, I got the wife coming home. She should be here any minute. She doesn't really like being on camera. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for popping in and saying hi. Probably see you in a little while on Tony's stream. And I'll pop up with these every so often during the week, during this sort of time frame or earlier. Today just had a bunch of running around to do and got home, figured I'd pop on for a little bit. Thank you, Gabe. Getting close to 100 subs on my channel. So that'll be cool if I hit that. But yeah, thank you guys for popping in, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe out there.